Okay, we are back again. Our tallow is all melted and it is ready to can. I have everything ready. This is my pressure cooker. I've got it, or pressure canner, I should say. I've got water in the bottom of this, and I've tested the temperature, and it is at about 199 degrees, maybe 198, something like that. My jars are all in the oven and they're at 200. This is set at 200, so everything should be about the same temperature. I've got my jar lifter, my ladle, my lids, and the rings, and my funnel here. And I think we're ready to get started. So let's carry on. Oh, one thing, I got to get the headspace measure. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my little measure thing, and we're going to need to measure 1 inch, which will be to this. So we'll put this on the rim, and then the product should be right here. So it will measure 1 inch from the top of the jar. So we will get our first jar out and start ladling. Oh. Okay, so I just made a big mistake, and we show all of our mistakes around here. Tony, I messed up. I need help. I don't know what to do. I thought I had this one on.
That sucks. That really sucks.
I don't know what to do.
Is it cooling down?
It's off now.
You're gonna have to let it cool. You can't take it off, let it smear it. You gotta let it harden and then pop it off.
Okay. Well,
that's a bummer.
Yep, that is a bummer. I just set it, I picked it up and I was like, I got my thing, and I set it right there because I thought that burner was off. All right.
Well, that, I'm trying to think what happened.
I have another funnel. I can just use this funnel. Luckily, it's liquid. Yeah, it does. Yep, it does. That burner may be out of commission.
I think the plastic will cool.
But I don't know if it'll come off.
Probably will. It's glass, and that's plastic. I can try to get late night.
Well, just let it go, I guess. Well, because I need to do this. Okay, so I just made a big mistake, and we show all of our mistakes around here. I thought I had this burner on, and when I picked up my funnel, as you can see, it is now on the front burner. Luckily, I have another funnel I can use if I need, but I no longer have a white funnel. I need to buy a new one of those, and hopefully my husband can fix this one. So anyway, we got to get this tallow going, so let's get started. Luckily, my jar is still hot because I can feel it. Yeah, just come on in. Whew. You know what I did not get was my little plate to set this stuff on. I always usually have a plate. I just guess I wasn't quite as prepared as I thought I was going to be. Hold on. There we go. Now this burner is off. I do know that. And here's my thing. So I want 1 inch of headspace. And that is just right, spot on. And now and remember not to tighten that down too much. And then we're going to put this in the canner. I'm using these decorative jars because they happen to be wide mouth, and I figure it'll be easier to get the tallow out if it is wide mouth. Okay, this is going to have to go on my shoulder, and let's get another jar. You know what I did not do? Which I'm going to have to correct. I didn't wipe the rims of my jars, so let me get the vinegar out. And it will probably be very important to wipe my jars because this is oil, grease, and I don't want anything in between the lid and my jar that could potentially prevent a seal from happening. And I'm going to wipe the inside of this one too. That way, I know for a fact there's nothing on it as well. Okay, a couple more to do. My lid popped off. Whew. All right, you know what? I may not be using these jars. And the reason is because these lids, I always have trouble with them on these particular jars. So I don't want to chance it. So luckily, we can change it. We're just having all kinds of trouble tonight. We're going to take these out. And I'm going to use the quart jars instead. Oh, wow. It's a lot less than a quart from what I thought it wasn't quite a quart. Let's measure this. That looks good. And I'm not worried about the lids for these because I never have trouble with those. These particular jars, I bought them on Amazon, and although they were great, but the size of the jar, they're supposed to be wide mouth, and they're not exactly wide mouth. They're a little off. Okay, now the question is, I still have tallow left. Do I attempt to use one of those jars and one of those lids, or a couple of them, or do I go get some pint jars because I don't have any more quarts? I think I'll do pints. Yeah. So I will be back in about 10 minutes, but it'll be just a snap of a finger for you because I've got to get my jars heated up because I don't have any more in the oven. They are already washed. I just washed them tonight. So they're washed and cleaned. They went through the dishwasher, but I got to heat them up. So I'll be right back.
Welcome back. We are continuing the evening with more blunders. As you can see, I'm doing a voiceover because my mic was not turned on for this particular clip. So, what I was trying to say was that I did get the small jars in the oven, but I did also end up using 2 of the larger decorative jars. I did make sure, though, that I used the correct rings with the jars, the ones that actually came with them. I ended up with a total of 5 quarts and 2 of the decorative jars, which were a little bit more than half a quart. But that's all that I can fit in the canner at this time. There's going to be about 3 small pint jars left at the end, and I will end up just having to do those at another time. So here I was making sure I had the right burner turned on. I'm looking for the pressure weight. I've lost it. That's about par for the course for this evening. I'm realizing I'm not going to be canning anything if I don't find it. Did it fall on the floor? I don't know. I called my husband to have him help me look for it. I go to look on the dining room table, but it's not there. I'm trying to find a photo of it in the book manual so that he can help look for it. There it is, on the stove. It has a black top, so it blended in with the stovetop, and it was actually close to the burner. Good thing it wasn't plastic. So now that the lid is on, the burner is on high, and I found the pressure weight, I'm going to wait until there is a steady stream of steam coming out of the vent. I need to wait a full 10 minutes. After that, then I can put the weight on. I let it get to about 10 pounds of pressure and then I time it for 20 minutes. I'm below 1,000 feet, so if you're above 1,000 feet, you'll need to adjust accordingly.
Okay, it has been 10 minutes, and earlier I said that I was going to wait on it to get to pressure before I put this on, but that's wrong. I have to let this vent for 10 minutes, then put it on, and now it will get to pressure because this is holding the steam in. So now we'll wait till it gets up to 10 pounds. And then once it's at 10 pounds, we'll start the timer. So we'll be back. Okay, so it has been 20 minutes. I turned my burner off and I moved it off of the burner. You don't want to slide it because you could scratch your burner, especially if you have glass. So you move it off the burner, you let it sit here, and just release the pressure naturally on its own. You don't want to force it or speed it up or anything. You just want to let it do it, staying all on its own time. Don't take the weight off until after this little, it says top. It's up when there's pressure and it's down when there's not. Until after that drops back down, then you can take this off and then you can open it. So it'll be a little bit while the pressure's releasing, and then we'll be back. Okay, so the little top thing has dropped down. I can take this off. It shows that it's at 0 pressure on the gauge. And then we are going to try to, oh, that twisted pretty easily. Whew, that's hot. And then we're just going to lift these jars out. There's really not too much liquid on top of these because they weren't submerged in water. It's just whatever steam might have settled on them. These other jars that are back here in the back, those pint jars, those were what was left in this that I did not pressure can those. I will have to pressure can those later. Okay, so these are going to sit here overnight. They're going to cool off and the tops will pop down and seal, and then after they're cool, they will be shelf stable. I will show you tomorrow what they look like. Okay, I wanted to just show y'all the tallow is all done. It is beautiful, super white, and it just looks beautiful, I think. I'm super excited to have this, and I can't wait to start being able to use it. One thing I want to make with it is I'm going to do some lotion, some moisturizer. So anyway, this is just a quick little video just to show you the tallow is fully rendered, and all of the seals are on it. Good. So it is now shelf stable. I've seen many things online saying you don't have to pressure can tallow. You can just, put tallow in a jar, hot tallow in a jar, and then put the lid on, and it'll, just by the cooling down process, it'll do it on its own. I'm not too sure how long that will last. So I went ahead and pressure canned it. I know there are some others on social media and stuff that pressure can theirs as well. So I would just, for me, I just feel better that I feel more confident that it'll last longer on the shelf if it's pressure canned as opposed to just letting the jar seal on its own. But anyhow, there you go. We've got shelf-stable tallow. This can be used for cooking. It's great for making, any kind of fried food. This is the best thing that you could ever fry food in. Now, we don't fry a lot of food, but I'm very tempted to make some homemade French fries now that I have tallow to fry in. So, hope you enjoyed this. And I know there were lots of little mishaps that happened the last segment while I was trying to can it. Real life happens, and we're just trying to learn to grow our skills, grow my skills, and sometimes we make mistakes, but you just have to keep plugging along and fix those. And as you can see, it all turned out fine in the end anyway. Okay, thanks for watching. I appreciate it.